Not all stocks are good for the wheel strategy, but this one is different and absolutely one of my favorites. Let me show you. Yo, what is going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you are having a God blessed day. Today, every single person is going to get our brand new ebook, The Deadly Sins of Option Sellers, which is going to show you some of the biggest costly mistakes I wish I knew sooner in my option selling journey. Just drop a comment down below and I will personally send that over to you. And while you're down there, do me a big favor today. Let's reach as many people as we can with this video because I think you're going to really enjoy it. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. But guys, today I'm going to share with you guys one of my absolute favorite wheel strategy stocks over the past 7 years. One of my first stocks that I really started doing the wheel strategy on, which eventually I over-engineered and now call the ARC option strategy. And that is Verizon. Okay, don't click off this video. Don't roll your eyes. Let me kind of give me a couple minutes. You guys know I like to be I'm a straight shooter. I like to kind of get right to the point here. All right. So let's kind of talk about why. Okay. So first and foremost, one of the biggest reasons that I love Verizon is because we have a great dividend. Right. One of the biggest risks if you're somebody that is an option seller, with running the wheel strategy or ARC options is assignment, right? And getting stuck holding a stock long term. Now, let me ask you, wouldn't it not hurt a little bit less if you knew that you're collecting a dividend on a solid company, even though you might be stuck holding it and maybe you can't even do covered calls? I say yes. And that is why I love running ARC option strategy, because I primarily focus on dividend paying stocks. That way I'm collecting covered call premiums monthly, and then I'm also collecting the dividend payment as well. Let's go look at an example. Let's go over to the options chain on Verizon. We're just using Robinhood. Even though it's absolutely terrible and the worst brokerage you could possibly use, it is great here for YouTube because a lot of you love using Robinhood, but there are so many better options. I'll go into that in a little bit. So bear with me. All right. So let's say first thing we want to do, obviously first leg of the wheel strategy is doing your cash secured put and collecting some of that juicy premium from them options buyers. So click sell put, and I'm always 30 to 45 days out. I'll go 37 days out. So the premiums are a little bit nicer here. And we could see Verizon is currently trading around $41. We'll click into the 40s right here. You can see our delta is about a 0.28. Personally, this is totally a personal preference in how much you want to actually be assigned. Like, let's say for you actually really like Verizon, you might be a little bit more aggressive, right? For here on the 40s right here, I like being between a 0.20 and a 0.28, right? So I'm going to click into this. You can see we're collecting $70 of premium. Obviously, this premium is not guaranteed. Results vary. This is a number that I'm only seeing on my screen at the time of me recording this video, okay? So I like to put this in my cash secured put calculator. So what we said, we're collecting $70 of premium from the options buyer, right? And our collateral here is $4,000, right? $4,000 we're locking up, right? If you don't know, right, I'm assuming since you clicked this video, you probably already understand the wheel strategy a bit. If Verizon drops on July 25th to $40 or below, your $4,000 will not be returned back to you. Instead, you're going to get 100 shares of the cost basis of 40. Obviously, you're given that premium upfront immediately. That's $70. Now, if it's above 40, let's say it's just trading sideways around 42 on July 25th, right? Your money, your $4,000 that you have locked up, will be returned back to you to then run the play again, right? And you just rinse and repeat that, and you keep rinsing and repeating that until you get assigned and you actually buy your shares. I know a lot of you are scared of assignment, but if you stick to stocks you actually want to hold long term, why are you scared of assignment? I feel like this is such a newbie thing, is like you are scared of assignment because I genuinely think it's just because you're getting into stocks that you have no idea their business model, you don't understand anything about the business, and you got like financial advice from a YouTube video, right? Which is terrible, right? I would not recommend getting financial. Build your own watch list and high conviction of stocks. You might hate Verizon, right? Perfect, great, right? You should be opinionated like that. Attack me in the comments how much you hate Verizon. I literally don't care. That's the best part about doing this strategy. We all build our own strategies. It's fantastic, right? So we are locking up $4,000. Obviously, if we did like 5 contracts here, I just have, and all these calculators, guys, everything here is free. The Facebook link to join our group will be in the description. Join us, introduce yourselves, tell us about what you're working on, right? It's just a collaborative environment, no high pressure or anything like that. But all these calculators are there for you to download. These are just if you did 5 contracts, obviously that will lock it up for $20,000 for $350 in premium. That's given us a premium return of a 1.75%. I like to toss my expiration in there as well. So 37 days. I'll toss that into my expiration here. If we're able to do this trade 9 times a year, I always like to look at this annualized return because that helps me gauge when to close out positions early. But you could see I'm getting a decent 1.75% return in about a month on my collateral, which for me, I am very happy with. Now, I'm also collecting cash secured put interest. Most of you that are using Robinhood are not collecting cash secured put interest. You are simply locking up your money. You got your premium and you're off on your way. This is dumb. And I was very dumb for many, many years until recently when I switched over fully to Fidelity, where I earn interest now of about 4% on my cash secured put collateral. You should strongly consider doing the same. That's basically, it's like 4% a year on your locked up money. If you're trading, with like a 6-figure portfolio or 7-figure portfolio, man, that adds up quick. Even if you're doing a small account, like every dollar counts, guys. You ain't walking by a dollar on the street and not picking it up. Come on now. Let's stop the leaky buckets, okay? And that's what the ARC option strategy is all about. No leaky buckets in the wheel strategy. A lot of people have a lot of leaky buckets in their wheel strategy setups, and it's fine, but what you don't know is costing you, right? What you don't know is costing you. If you want to learn more about that, link it in the description. It kind of dives more into ARC options if you want to learn more about that, right? So obviously our Verizon now here is we're hoping for assignment. So in this example, let's just assume now 30 days rolls around. Let's just assume that you own. I'm at 41. You did a $41 put and you own your 100 shares at $41, right? Let's just assume that, okay? And the stock is currently trading around $41. Just for the sake of this example, because cover calls are a little bit harder to show you guys the premium, and I don't want it to be out of whack, and so expectations aren't like completely out of whack here. Okay, so right here, let's just assume you log in, right? Your $4,100 is taken from you. Now we can do covered calls. Okay, so now, right, we flip from sell put to sell call. I again like to be 30 to 45 days out. We'll just use the same date here, and let's just say the following month you're okay selling the ones you got at 41 to sell them at 42. You kind of want to be a little bit more aggressive getting in and out, right? So we click our here and we collect $100 of premium. I'll toss this into my covered call calculator. Again, these numbers are constantly changing, guys. I can't stress this enough. These are only what I'm seeing at the time of me recording this, not financial advice. Results vary. Strike of option, what we're willing to sell it for is, what did we say? 42, right? $42 right here. 42, and our purchase strike price is 41, right? That gives us a pretty decent, great premium return. That's the $100 divided by $4,100, right? 41 times 100, because every options contract is $100, gives us about a 2.44 or 2.5% return on collateral. If we end up having to sell our shares in a month for 42, right, we'll make an extra $100 of profit on our shares for a total profit of $200 on our money. Now, the cool thing about Verizon and what I like to do with a play like Verizon is I'm usually not playing around so close to the money. Usually I'm playing around like, again, the 20-30 delta. So right here, we're even at a 0.37 delta. The 43s, the 44s are really where I'd be probably playing at. Now, I am collecting less premium here. Yes, I am. I am collecting less premium. But in this situation, the premium for me is just icing on the cake on top of the dividends, right? So like, for example, let's say like you're a dividend investor. That's how I actually started investing. When I first started investing, I don't even know how long ago at this point, too many years to count. But when I started investing, I really thought I could retire on dividends, and like, it's honestly it's just dumb. It's literally stupid to think you can retire on dividends. You can, but you need to make millions upon millions of dollars. And I don't know about you. I'm not retiring on $2,000 to even $10,000 a month. That sounds like a terrible retirement to me. That's me. Those are my goals. But I'm now, right, essentially kind of like creating a second dividend, right? So Verizon's giving me that dividend. Plus, if I do my 44s, which are not likely to happen based on the delta, right? About a 24% chance of assignment here, right? I'm now also collecting $36 at least this month on that. Now, of course, that return, when I put the 36 here into my covered calls, right? If I put my 36 here, my return's only a percent, right? It's only just about a percent. Yeah, that's nothing. But then you could factor in your dividend payment here as well. A lot of you forget that this, for me, I treat it like a business. My options. I have a buy and hold portfolio where it's like retirement, blah, 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 all that stuff. My 5 Vanguard funds. I have videos on the channel about it if you care to look at that. Okay. But the point for me when I'm selling options is to treat it like a business, lock in gains, and turn a profit. All right. I don't care about anything else. I genuinely do not care about anything else. I don't care if I miss out on gains and Verizon shoots up to 50 and I sold it at 44. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I used to care, and a lot of you still do care, but that is the biggest risk. When people say, "Hey, the selling options is risky," there are two big, massive risks, right? Two massive risks. One, on the covered call side, you miss out on any potential upside, right? But I'm fine because, guys, if we see anything in this market, this stuff can go just as quickly the other way. I'm happy to lock in real tangible gains when they are handed to me. On the cash secured put side, the biggest risk is you're doing this on junk stocks and it's not even able to ever to recover. You can't even do covered calls on it. Trust me. Listen, anybody been in that? Give me an amen in the comments. Has anybody ever been stuck holding a stock, right? And then you can't even do covered calls or collect any premiums? Guys, I've literally had situations. I have no problem sharing with my stakes with you. I don't care, guys. Like, I genuinely don't care. I started this YouTube channel for myself because I like talking about this stuff. I genuinely don't care if I do things wrong. I'm learning too. I'm a human being, right? I know some of you like are like whatever, like, but that's just me. Like, it's me, right? There's times though when I got into such stupid plays because all I was caring about was the premium. I would literally just go out a year just to make like pennies on my premium. Maybe not pennies, but just to make like, $50 premium, right? Just to maybe sell this crap shares. And sometimes there would still be no options. I don't know about you, but amen for me. I've been caught in that situation. I'm comfortable enough to admit it that I've made some really silly mistakes in my day with this. And I really urge you, right? Drop a comment down below because all those kind of mistakes are listed out in the Deadly Sins of Option Sellers book. This is my new ebook that I wrote, and I'm going to give it to you completely for free. And do me a favor, hit the like button, the subscribe button. It's free. If I provide any value for you, come on, man. Come on. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Also, if you are somebody that's interested and really implementing this quickly for yourself, we do have an incubator kind of program. I don't even like to call it that because it's just an amazing group of people that do this day in and day out, every single day together, sharing ideas, sharing wins, sharing everything. That link will be down below. It'll be the first link. If you're somebody that wants to implement this into your life and it not take over your life, you're somebody that has a family, you have work, you have business, you have faith, you have real life responsibilities, but you still want to be involved in the markets, I do believe this is a great fit for you. So click the link down below. It'll be the first link in the description of today's video. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.